Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Your Next Move. This is the season premiere, season five. I can't believe we made it this far, season five. And I got a special guest. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Well, congratulations on season five. My name is Jenny Tsai. I'm with Keller Williams in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I've been in the business for about a little over 6 years.
All right, 6 years in New Mexico. Let's dive deep. So let's not even waste any time. Let's get deep into it. Albuquerque, New Mexico is known for.
Well, we're known for Breaking Bad, green chili, great sunsets, and then we also have the Balloon Fiesta. So it's a national balloon fiesta that happens every year globally in the month of October.
All right, I'm not gonna escape past the chili. Let's go back to the chili part because my mind is always in food. So let's talk about the food.
So we have a lot of New Mexican foods here in New Mexico, and we're known for hatch green chili. It's actually grown here and exported everywhere else. It's so awesome. We also are known for red chili, but green chili is what we're, mostly known for. We put it in our eggs or enchiladas, Mexican food, Asian food. You got it. There's always an ensemble that you can put green chili on.
My mouth is watering right now. I'm trying to cover my face right now. But
We also we also have the Fiery Food Show here. It's a national fiery food show, and it's usually hosted by Sandia Casino.
okay, great. All right, so we got the food covered. Let's talk about, as you're eating, you want some entertainment possibly. What's to do?
Here in New Mexico, there's a lot of outdoor living. So during COVID, I think that we saw a vast majority of people moving to New Mexico because it's less cost per living. And
Hmm.
obviously, there's a lot of outdoor living. We have about 300 days of sunlight here. We have the mountains, hiking, biking, running. We have snowboarding and skiing in the wintertime as well. So that's awesome. For entertainment, we have Isleta Amphitheater. So we have a lot of concerts there. And then we also have the Isotopes, which is a minor league baseball, and the
Okay.
United team, which is a Division II soccer team.
All right. So you got sports, you got music. Or do you guys have a lot of festivals out there? Like any big acts that big giant festivals that we can think of?
So I would say the largest one is our balloon fiesta that
Hmm.
happens. We have thousands of balloons that actually come from all over the world in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They usually launch for a week in the month of October, and that is the best fireworks show ever. And they have special shapes and the Glodia, which is a lot of fun as well. So
Okay,
we're
okay.
known for that.
All right, so you talked about all that stuff, and you talked about cost of living, and we tiptoed around that. Let's talk about what's an average home. What kind of home can somebody buy out there?
The average cost of home for a single family residence detached is about 392,000 right now, a little bit
Hmm.
under 392. So cost per living is a lot substantially lower than all of the metropolitan cities around us. That's a huge factor. We also have a lot of large growing businesses. So Netflix is a huge contributor to our economy here. I don't know if you know that.
Did
So is
not know that.
NBC Universal. So
Okay.
I'm a fan of Netflix and I contribute to their fund. I'm not sure
So
if
so
you
do
are
I.
heavily reliant.
So do I.
So Netflix headquarters out of here. They also acquired about 300 acres in 2022. So they're building a little mass city. They want to actually build the largest movie studio in North America here in Albuquerque, New
Okay.
Mexico. NBC Universal's here as well. So they're so we're a big movie contributor state.
Okay.
Amazon broke ground and they built a distribution center as well as a sorting facility. Facebook is in Los Lunas, and we're opening up another Amazon building right next to Facebook. We are known for Rio Rancho. Rio Rancho is Intel is a big player in Rio Rancho, and they're investing $3.5 billion into the infrastructure and hiring. So infrastructure will be done in 2023 and hiring give or take about 700 to 800 employees in 2024.
All right, so it looks like there's plenty of jobs in that area if people are
There are.
considering moving out. You mentioned Breaking Bad basically was filmed there, and there was a few other things you said were filmed there as well.
Better Call Saul is also filmed here, and Stranger Things is also filmed here.
Okay. For anybody into the sci-fi world, which if you haven't noticed, Baby Yoda's here. That's me. That's all my thing. I'm all into that. So we have movies, we have food, we talk about cost per living. What kind of housing? Is it mostly ranches or do you have condos, co-ops?
So we have all styles of homes out here. We have ranch style. We have a lot of southwestern style homes as well. We range from, our average price per home is maybe 392,000, but we've actually hit a really high number, 189 home sales of $1 million plus homes, dollar plus homes here in New Mexico last year. So we're trending a lot. I think the movie industry has a lot to play on that. Rent here is it's an investor's dream. We've gone up in rent about 40%, I should say, within the last 2 years. So I
I'm
have a lot of Airbnb investors that come here as well.
I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people considering, all right, I might sell my home here, buy a property, do an Airbnb, and then use whatever money that I have for my sale and travel around the world because this is your time to do it and make that money based on the investment that you purchase, make that work for you so you can fund your traveling around the world. So you're saying that's a good pocket for them to do Airbnb and other whatever other services that they have out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I'm trying to think of another question to ask you. I mean, we talked about food. My mind's always going back to the food, by the way. Are there
I
any
love
food
food too.
are there any like food festivals that are with the hot you mentioned the balloon festival. Is there anything like tied together or is it separate stuff?
It's actually separate stuff. So we do have a lot of museums here. So the History Museum, the Nuclear Museum. Something that a lot of people don't know about New Mexico is I would say close to about 25% of our jobs are going to be local, state, or federally funded jobs. So we
Okay.
have a little bit more job security. We have a lot of national parks here. So Carlsbad Caverns is in New Mexico, White Sands is in New Mexico. We have fishing in Pecos, and we have the Rio Grande River, which is, in our backyard as well. So
That's really, really important for people to know. Like if they are considering moving, job security is something that, we really want to take into consideration. I'm glad you brought that up. Anything else that you can say about why they should, if they are thinking about selling and moving somewhere, why they should be contacting you?
I feel like that we are the mecca to come up. There's a lot of money pouring into New Mexico, and we've built very rapidly. Big players around us as far as states go is going to be Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, and Texas. And so with that, we are very easy access to any of those great metropolitan areas. We have a lot of outdoor living again. Our low price per living is going to be a factor. And just overall, for education, we've got an opportunity scholarship. So any, younger families are looking to move into the New Mexico area, that might be something that they can look into for their children going to college. So that is a big benefit as well. So it
That
could
is
potentially
that's a
pay
good
for
point.
your
Very
college.
good point. All right, are you seeing a lot of new construction? Like, let's say somebody wants something built out there. Is that something they can do?
So we don't actually, in the state of New Mexico, we don't see as many new construction permits, granted, but we do see new construction. We butt up against the Sandia Mountains, so there's only so much east in Albuquerque that you can go, but a
Gotcha.
lot of the rising areas are going to be the west side, which and Rio Rancho, Bernalillo. So those are some of the areas that I also service. So Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, the East Mountains, which includes Tijeras and Edgewood, and as far south as Los Lunas. So
All right. You know what? Jenny, you gave us a lot of information. Is there anything that we haven't discussed that you think the audience really should know about your area?
No, I think that, I gave you a lot of tidbits. I would love for someone to come visit and make their own, opinion about New Mexico and kind of go from there. But I'd be more than happy to assist them in touring the areas with them and giving them some insights on the different neighborhoods.
Well, this is the perfect segue. How can they reach you if they are interested?
Well, my number is 505-934-4114. And my email is jennytysellsnm@gmail.com.
Awesome. Jenny, thank you so much for doing this. I just want to let the audience know we work everywhere. If it's a place that I don't work, I always have associates like Jenny, basically that you can reach out to, and they'll point you in the right direction, whatever you're looking for. This series is called Your Next Move, and we want to help you with that. Find your next move. With that being said, remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, my contact information, want to have a conversation with me or reach out to Jenny, feel free to reach out. We're here to answer your questions. With that being said, Jenny, you got the last word.
Thank you so much again for allowing me to, be part of your show, and have a great year.
All right. Bye, guys. And